Yeah, may I speak with Sergeant? I just wrote it down.
Gibson, probably.
Gibson, that's it. Yeah, Sergeant Gibson.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. Let me transfer you.
Okay.
This is Sergeant Gibson.
Hey, Sergeant Gibson. This is Reba.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. I wanted to speak with you about one of the police officers I had an encounter with. Do you have a pen and paper?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, his name is Stephen Powers, Powers, and his employee number is 320599.
Okay.
I had an interaction with him on the 24th of June, and he was incredibly professional, approachable, superlative, incredible, and exactly what the public wants to encounter when they encounter a police officer. And I felt that his behavior was so great that I needed it to go into his file as if it were a complaint, because he was so wonderful.
Okay. All right. So an opposite complaint.
Yeah, a compliment.
Okay.
But it's the same office, right? Do you have a separate compliment office?
No. We don't have one set up just for that. But I will definitely make sure that this gets to where it's going.
Great. I called his precinct. It's Hermitage, and they said that whenever his supervisor was in, they haven't called back. But I asked, would it automatically go to you? And he said it depended on what it was, kind of. So I just wanted to make sure that it did reach the appropriate person. You see what I mean?
No, if you can, I just want to get some information from you,
Sure.
so I'll make sure it gets to where it's supposed to be.
Sure.
What time or when did you have an interaction with him?
It was somewhere between 10 p.m. and midnight, and it was
Okay.
it was at the.
All right, and he's assigned to the Hermitage precinct. You
Yes,
said?
sir.
Okay. Was there a report that was made
No.
in regard to the incident?
No, sir. He was extra patrol, and he was just monitoring that area, is what he said. I asked him that question.
Okay. And just for thoroughness' sake here, what was it? You said he was in extra patrol,
Right.
but what was he doing that was extremely pleasant?
I just went up and started asking him some questions about what they did there, because I drive by there every once in a while and see that they monitor that area so much. And I wanted to know, well, my first question to him was, why does Metro use employee numbers instead of badge numbers, was my first question. And anyway, I actually informed him that there was a no trespassing sign there, and that if he wasn't there for an actual call, then he was trespassing. And he was so great about that. He could tell that I was in good humor, not, you know what I mean?
Right.
And I said, so I'll need to see some form of ID. And he said, well, I can show you my my officer ID. I said, well, that's great. But he went above and beyond. And I said, well,
Okay.
I said, you have to consider, if I was sitting here at this time of night talking to someone, and you pulled up, you could say, hey, excuse me, there's a no trespassing sign there. I need to see your ID. That's exactly what would happen. And he completely got it. You see what I mean?
Right.
And so he was just so great the way he interacted with me. And we just talked
And
for
how
a
did you
while.
phrase it? Everything you want an officer to be?
Yeah, everything. He was incredible. And during the conversation, I realized he'd only been an officer for a year. And I'm just really hoping that time does not change this man. That's all I can say.
Okay. Well, no, I appreciate you taking the time out to let us know. We don't get enough of the compliment variety here, so I appreciate you taking out to say this. And Reba, could I get your last name for the paperwork?
No, I'm doing it anonymously, just like a complaint you can. Have you heard of First Amendment auditors?
I'm sorry, could you say that again?
Have you ever heard of First Amendment auditors?
Yes.
Okay, I am one, and I also cop watch. So you're familiar with what we do and why?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wonderful. I am one. I am not provocative in my way. I don't try to escalate a situation. I simply want your name and your employee number and for my rights to not be violated and
right.
Things like that. So you get the gist of it if you've seen those videos.
Do you run a YouTube page?
I do. Would you like to have it?
Yeah.
Okay. It is 51-50 and then a space and then 5-0. And I would really love for you to look because I reside in your county. So it makes me really happy that the positive experiences I have are much higher here than anywhere else. I don't just stay here. I go throughout the state and elsewhere. And my best interactions are with Metro. Now, you will find there are a few negative interactions with Metro on there. And there is one, let me see. You'll see his. It's called, it's, I think, Awesome Interaction with Officer because he was trespassing. So you can see exactly what happened if you would like. But there is one from Gallatin, Tennessee, and it's called, let me see, it's something like Cop Watch. If you just type in Cop Watch, First Amendment, Gallatin, Tennessee, and the word Awesome Interaction, you will find that video. It's one of mine of just what a cop watcher does. Well, you just stand there, and those officers were incredible. Then I want you to refer to one. Then I want you to refer to one called Cookeville, Tennessee. Let me see. Cookeville, Tennessee. Cop wants to be a star. First Amendment. And I want you to compare those two interactions, and you will be amazed at the difference, because the only variable was the officer. I don't encourage, provoke, or even speak. I did with Powers. I approached him, which is rare for me, but I had a legitimate question to ask him, and I didn't feel that he would mind me asking. And so anyway.
And the interaction with Howard, is that one up on your website?
It sure is. It sure is. You'll see it. You can look at the date and find it that way. You can, when you find my icon, it looks like a military person pointing a gun at a photographer.
Yeah, I'm on it right now, and I don't see that one. It doesn't look like it's updated.
Yeah, if you click on that icon, all of my videos will come up, and probably in order by date. Or you can, if it doesn't do that automatically, you can tell it to how to sort them by relevance or date, whatever, and you will see.
The latest one is showing an attempted to file a complaint about an officer first. It looks like it's a
compliment.
or
Compliment.
Oh.
See?
Right.
Everybody automatically think it's going to be complaint, and that guy was wonderful. I love that guy. I know he's not Metro. He was at Central Headquarters, and I got there on Friday afternoon because I wanted to speak with you and do what I'm doing right now. And anyway, they said that it was too late. It was like 3:30 in the afternoon, that you were probably gone. And I said, that's fine. So he gave me all the information. And I know he's not Metro, but he was incredible. So I want to take the opportunity to please tell him how much I appreciated that. You know, I mean, I don't know. You know, we live in a really nice area with really nice people. But, you know, law enforcement a lot of times don't come off that way, and they don't represent what we are about here. And it's sad to me. It makes me very sad every time it happens. But just going in and him being so helpful, you know, it just gives you that impression of what police officers are. They're public servants, you know. They're there for us. And we, you know, you and I and everyone pay our tax dollars to employ all of y'all. And when I say our tax dollars, I include yours too. You know, you want them to do the right thing. And he was awesome, man. If you see the video, even through the end of the video, there's a circular light out there. It looks like a halo over the guy's head, literally. And he earned that halo. Huh?
I will include the link whenever I send this to his chain of command and out at the Hermitage Precinct. And I will say, Reba, I do appreciate you taking the time out to show both sides, you know, the good and the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, because whenever we're doing something, we need to make it better. That's for sure. And when we do something good, it's good to be recognized.
Yeah. I mean, I focus on. I just turn the camera on and I stand there. Except with Powers, I approached him. But I just stand there, and it's an open forum for them to behave however they choose to. You know, you said you've seen First Amendment auditors. I don't provoke the police or, you know, yell at them when they walk away. You know, I don't do it that way, mostly because I'm from here, and that's just my demeanor. But I want the good. I want them to do good. I don't want them to fail at the audit, you know. And so I'm just really proud, and I wanted to share that with you. And it needs to go on their files. You know, people only call if they have a complaint. I insist on calling when they go above and beyond. I mean, and Powers went above and beyond. He really did. You'll be amazed at it. I mean, he should get like a little mini medal for that. I mean, it just was so refreshing.
Well, his chain of command will be aware of it, the entire chain of command, and I want to watch that video, and I'll include it in there, and I'll make sure that I just want to make sure I send it to the right people and the right supervisor, and I'll make sure that they get it.
That's wonderful. He will be notified of this, right?
Absolutely.
Wonderful, because I told him I was going to call. He said, you don't do that. So I said, no, you deserve it, and he did. Well, sir, thank you so much, Sergeant. I appreciate your time and taking care of this for me.
All right. Well, Reba, I appreciate yours and what you do.
Thank you. All right. Have a good day, sir. Bye-bye.
All right,